Insidious Chapter 2 is directed by James Wan and stars Rose Byrne, Patrick Wilson, Barbara Hershey, Shaye, Angus Sampson, Leigh Whannell, Simpkins, and is the continuation of the first Insidious, which, if I'm gonna even let you know what this one's about, I kind of have to spoil at least the end of the first. So if you haven't seen the first one, you might want to go do that first. But at the end of the first one, Patrick Wilson, Josh, when he gets out of the dream world, the further, after astrally projecting to go get his son, something bad happened. He didn't make it back to his body. It turns out something came with him. That evil Black Bride veil lady, she came back, strangled Shaye to death, and then Rose Byrne immediately, she found out it ended with her realizing, uh-oh. The first movie ends with that, and this is continuing that. She's dealing with the paranoia. She's living with her husband, but it's not really her husband, and she's not sure how to deal with that. There's also other ghosts, haunting the house again, other demons messing with them, and they're learning more about the Black Bride character, that creepy lady. We're delving into her backstory, dealing with the real life, real world, not astrally projecting threat like Josh, the real guy. He's going all Jack from The Shining in this one. So yeah, this is a different movie, a continuation. It's not a retread of the original. The original is cool, great, astral projecting. We're getting half of a ghost movie, then the other half it's like Poltergeist, where they go onto the other side, and they're doing that, and that's cool. This one, it's different. It's more of the ghost stuff, but yet we're also learning. We're a mystery of figuring out the Black Bride and the history. That ghosts are tied in with haunting the house. It turns into a Shining remake of sorts. Why don't you ask your dice what I have behind my back? There's new elements, new aspects. It's cool. It's not the same old. But when they do similar stuff, it's still working pretty good. The ghost stuff around the house, Rose Byrne getting freaked out by the other ghost lady, not the veil bride because she's in Josh's body, but another lady. She's pretty freaky at times too. Some of it's better than others, there's a lot of stuff to do with a baby chair. It's I would have just thrown that damn chair out. Those things suck. Don't buy those for your kids. And then, exploring the mystery of the Black Bride stuff. That's cool. I actually liked that. I was very into that mystery. I'm interested to see where this goes. It's a neat aspect. We're learning about that character, that creepy fucking lady from the first. We're getting to know about her. And I would say not all the scares work as well. I would say compared to the first, this one, the first one I said was kind of a silly movie at the time because Darth Maul, he was scary. I think he has the name, Lipstick Face Demon. He was scary, but at a certain point it got a little silly and some of the scares weren't working as well. So yeah, it was mostly terrifying, but still a little cheesy and funny too. And then this one, it's not as scary. It's got scary moments for sure, but it's lesser. And the silly moments are still here. And the silly aspects, which they're still, it's silly, but they kind of play it so serious and do it well enough where it's I'm not laughing like I maybe would have. There's some silly shit that actually comes off more creepy at times. It has to deal with, cross-dressing. That's always scary. But it's just, overall, the substance of this movie quite isn't as good as the first. It's not quite as scary. It might be a little bit sillier, but it's still got good aspects, and a lot of it still works. But it's a lesser movie than the first, but still really enjoyable and fun. All the acting. Patrick Wilson gets to play a whole new side in this one where he gets to be all fucking crazy and slowly just get more and more crazy. Wendy, give me the bat. He gets to be like Jack, and that's great. And Rose Byrne, I like her a lot in this one too, just like the first. She's pretty good. And the kids have always just been a prop for these movies. The baby's just kind of there to cry or maybe get kidnapped or stolen. The baby doesn't matter. The middle kid or whatever, Foster, he's never mattered in these movies. He is literally a prop that they just put in a scene to remind you they have 3 kids and then get them out of there. And then Dalton, the first movie, he's in a coma, but in this one, he's not in a coma, but he's just, I forget about him too. And there's a silly moment where something horrible, terrifying's happening. I gotta go astral project. I'll just lay down and go to sleep right now. It's just I don't know if you can in this certain situation. Seems that's kind of silly. But like I said, Josh, the real world threat, I'm gonna break down the door with a bat. Come on! I like some of that stuff. And yeah, the mystery was neat, interesting, I enjoyed it. And it still got some good scares, but it's just a lesser movie. It's still fun, it's still enjoyable, all the acting is pretty much as good. It's got still great atmosphere, good direction, filmmaking behind it. James Wan knows how to make a scary movie, but it's just overall, the writing and stuff, it's all a little bit lesser than the first. I would give Insidious Chapter 2 a B. It's still a good, enjoyable, fun movie, but like it's significantly not as good as the first, which I think is a more memorable movie too. Like they both have scary moments. The first one, a lot of scary stuff that you're gonna remember. A very memorable scary movie with great scenes. This one, it's like it's good, but at the same time nothing really sticks with me. It's not as memorable of a movie and just not as good, but still I enjoyed it, had fun with it. Comment below, tell me your thoughts on Insidious Chapter 2. And tell me, how do you rank them? How are they in order to you? Because to me, if I'm thinking about it, Insidious 1's probably the best. Chapter 3, a little bit under it, because they're both on the same level to me. Chapter 3, probably the least silly, but I would think Insidious 1, a little more memorable, maybe more scary, or at least more scary shit that stuck with me more. And then Chapter 2, the bottom of them, significantly the weakest, but still a good enough movie. So yeah, comment below, and thanks for watching. I'll see you guys later.